Hi Virgo, this is your collective January reading. Now, as it's collective, not everything will resonate, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check out your other placements where you're likely to find a message in there. You will find all of your other placements in the playlists, so feel free to check those out whenever you're ready. So let's get into this. Spirit, you're giving me cards already. Thank you. Lots of them. Okay. So your overall energy for the month of January, we have unity. So do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditions versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. So the unity card, it's very much the Hierophant in the traditional tarot. So very much suggesting that you are going to be in tune with your higher beliefs. Potentially feeling a little bit religious, maybe. You could be in a higher level of commitment. To me, though, with this being your overall energy, it just suggests that you've got a lot of faith, a lot of hope, potentially, like I say, connecting with your higher self there as well throughout the month of January. Now, at the beginning of the month, we have the Ace of Spring. So a brilliant way to start the month. A brand new year, brand new month, something brand new. So it's time to take action, be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. So you could be getting into a new job, you could be getting into a new romance. This is something brand new that you've got a lot of passion and a lot of drive towards. Let's get some clarification on that Ace of Spring. That's a lovely thing to start January with. It could be that you're starting your New Year's resolutions with a lot of passion and a lot of energy, a lot of vigor. I haven't made my New Year's resolutions yet. I've sort of made them. Let me know what you've made, and how long you think you'll stick to it. I stuck to mine for a while last year. I think I got 4 or 5 months in before circumstances made me stop. So yeah, I was doing really well. I intend to reignite that same New Year's resolution. I will lose more weight this year, or next year I should say. Right, let's get Ace of Spring, please, Spirit. Clarify the Ace of Spring. How many cards are you trying to give me to clarify? Okay, that's only 2. That's fine. Can we get one more? Okay. So you have the 3 of Pentacles. So you don't want to work on something, or with certain people potentially. So very much suggesting that you could be swapping jobs. It could be that you are going into something new and you're refusing to work with certain people. Maybe you are sick of your skills being taken for granted. It could be that you don't feel that you're skilled enough for something that you're moving into. It could be that you're not working with a certain it could be, if it's a commitment of some sort, that you are stepping back, you're not putting as much energy into it as you were before. Yeah, we've got the Hierophant as well. So potentially getting yourself into a new level of commitment. That could be what's new. I mean, you've definitely got it there. Again, connecting with your higher self as well. Being very passionate about what it is within your higher self. I love that. And we do have the Empress in the reverse though. So you may be feeling a little bit disconnected from certain things. This could be somebody else in your energy. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. You could have an Empress in reverse. So maybe there's somebody, a mother figure potentially, that could be in your energy. When she's in the reverse, she's not very connected. She's not very abundant. She's lacking a few things. She's not nurturing. She can be a little bit nasty as well, the Empress in the reverse. So it could be that you may have a mother figure in your energy in the ace that's causing a few issues. Now that could be your mother. It could be any mother, a mother figure of some form. It could be your mother-in-law. It could be a sister-in-law that's got children, a sister that, or, sister that's got children. It doesn't even have to be female. It can be male. It is very much just personality trait. So it could even be a father. Your father, if you've got a child with someone, that particular parent. It could be somebody else in your energy. Maybe that's who it is that you're not wanting to work with. Maybe you've got a lot of faith in somebody, but it's just not working out. So you're going to be jumping into something new and somebody doesn't like it, potentially. If it's not, again, it could just be the feeling of being unskilled, and it could be something that's very overwhelming to you with it being so new. It could be a lot to take in all at once, and you could be emotionally overwhelmed. Again, you could feel disconnected with things, and just not feeling very abundant at the start of the month. That doesn't mean you're not going to be abundant. We do have the moon card in your challenges. So powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. So the unknown and fears are very much your challenge. So a fear of the unknown, a challenge of not knowing whatever's coming forward, having to lean into your intuition to guide you, not feeling so worried, not fearing, And I know a lot of Virgos out there like to know what's going to happen, what's coming up for them. They want to know where things are going to be going. And this is very much suggesting that you're going to be in the dark and you don't necessarily know. So that is very much your challenge, to deal with being in the dark. So we have a Two of Swords. So there's a decision that needs to be made. And we have a Judgment card. Again, a decision that needs to be made. And we have a Nine of Wands. So letting go of some sort of burden that you've been carrying, putting down the defences. Now, weirdly, it could be that you just don't know what decision to make. And you feel like you don't have enough information to make a decision. So the Judgment, so the Two of Swords is very much making a decision. She's particularly blind, or she's got a blindfold on. It's a decision that you might not want to make. It could be a decision you don't feel you've got all the information on. It's a decision that is going to be a final decision as well, and it's going to affect you. And it is very much a closing of a cycle. So it is a big, big decision. It's not a little decision for you to make, but it is something where you feel that you need to know all of the information in order to make the right decision and make the fair decision. And it's going to help you release some sort of burden. And I think what it is your challenge is to actually make that decision. So you may feel like you don't have enough information. You may be really scared to make that decision. But it's a decision that you need to make. Now, that could be anything. The Judgment card can represent reconciliation. It can represent you getting closure of something. It can represent you walking away from things. It is very much a final decision. And then in the outcome, when you get through this challenge, we have the Seven of Spring. So be assertive, don't back down from what you believe, courageously stand up for yourself. So very much having to stand up for yourself. It could be that if you are looking at whatever the decision is, somebody is not necessarily going to like the decision, but you need to be making sure that you're standing up for yourself, not backing down from your particular beliefs, making sure that you're keeping your boundaries and that you're not compromising your beliefs and your standards. Let's get clarification of this Seven of Spring. Okay, so we had a Queen of Wands come out to the side. So it could suggest that this is going to knock your self-confidence a little bit. You could It could also knock someone else's self-confidence. We've got fire energy there. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So it could be incorporating one of those. We do have Aquarius there with the moon. It could very well be that you're going to have a fire energy that's not going to be feeling very happy. Now, the Queen of Wands in the reverse can be a bit vindictive. She can be very selfish, very nasty. In the upright, she's loyal, she's loving, she's giving. She's very passionate. She's got a lot of confidence and a lot of drive about her. So that's come out to the side. So it's undecided of either how you're going to feel or how your person's going to feel. Everything came out to the side. So I think what's going to happen is, depending on what way your decision goes, will depend on whether these go in the upright or in the reverse. And I don't think the universe wants to know. I think that's very much why it's a challenge, because we're not supposed to know the outcome. We have a 6 of Wands. Success, failure. Brilliant. So the success is unknown. I suppose with the success, it's how you perceive it as well, to be completely honest with you. Success can be based on your literal perception of what's going on. Now, the 6 of Wands can also be popularity as well. In the upright, it's being popular. In the reverse, it's being unpopular. In the upright, it is being recognised for the efforts that you're putting in. In the reverse, it's not. You know, it's very much one of those cards. So it could be a bit of a challenge there. We have a King of Pentacles that's come out to the side. So we've got stability, having a lot of money, savings, property, abundance, being very analytical. In the reverse, it's still being able to earn money, but they don't have any savings because they're generally in a lot of debt. Not necessarily in a lot of debt, but they can also spend that money quite well. But you tend to find that they could be in debt. So, yeah, very much, again, on the fence of your abundance and stability there. And then we have a 6 of Cups, or 6 of Chalices, again coming out to the side. In the upright is nostalgia, things from the past. You living in the past, potentially memories, having really good happy memories. It could be somebody from the past returning. It can be childlike energies. In the reverse, it is you looking at the past in the wrong light. So either you are looking at the past thinking it was really, really great, but it wasn't, or you're looking at the past thinking it was really, really horrible, but it was actually not as bad as you think it was. It can also be suggesting that people from the past are not returning, and that you may have had a relatively bad past experience that could be influencing you. Obviously, this is coming out to the side. So to me, it feels more like it's about a particular person from the past. Could even be past soulmate energy from a different life, potentially. Again, it could be about children and you having either children or childlike energy. So yeah, everything's on the fence. So depending on what your decision is, it's on the fence. So I think very much of, if this is a decision to go into a new job or stay in a job, you still need to stand up for yourself. But obviously the outcome is going to be different depending on whether you go into the new job or stay in the old job. If you're going into an old relationship or a new relationship, you've still got to stand up for yourself, which is really, really weird. It's not weird, but either way, whatever you do, it's going to influence your outcome. But you need to make sure you stand in your ground to get the best outcome for you. Now, the way that I feel this is going to happen is if you stand up for yourself. I've got a feeling the Queen's going to be in the upright. I have a feeling that the King's going to be in the upright. I'm not so sure about the 6 of Cups, because if it's a person from the past that you're accepting back, it will obviously go in the upright. If it's a new person, it's going to go in the reverse. So I don't know about the 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Wands, I feel, would be in the upright as well, because you'll have success. But I suppose if you're having to stand up for yourself all the time, is it going to be a failure? So it's swings and roundabouts. I don't know how you would want to view that. Obviously, it's going to be different for each of you. But yeah, I really do feel like depending on how you tackle this challenge and what decision you make is what's going to influence the outcome. And I feel that's very much why everything's sitting to its side, because it hasn't really been, there's no direct decision yet because of what path you can choose. And I think it's very much that it doesn't matter which path you choose, they're both the right path. It's just that they're going to lead you different directions, and one may be taking you a little bit longer on the path. I think it's very much going to be a win-win outcome, but I think one's just going to be taking you in a longer route than the other. Right, let's get you your Spirit of the Animal Oracle. Ooh, so we've got Raccoon Inventor. So maybe you're going for a new job or in reinventing yourself potentially. Decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them well. So, going back to that challenge, decide what you want. Make sure you're not doing anything underhanded or sneaky, and be completely honest and have integrity. Do not be vindictive with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Make sure that you are being above board and you're doing things fairly, honestly, and with integrity, and you'll make the right decision for yourself. Right, so other energies that we had out here, again, we've got Taurus there, we've got Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, so there's lots of earth energy out here. Like I say, you do have the Aquarius, and you've also got Leo, Sagittarius, Aries there as well. So I hope you enjoyed your reading for January today, Virgo. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me, then don't forget to press subscribe. And if you press the notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. Good luck for January, and thank you very much for joining me.